live with Dragon. Welcome back to another video. Today is the 28th of November. We're back with another video. Today we are discussing my DMs on Instagram. Could be TikTok, could be social media, could be YouTube, doesn't matter. Talk a little bit about my DMs. I'll talk a little bit about some of my own updates to programming that is leading to tremendous pain reductions and all that fun stuff. So let's jump right in. First thing I want to talk about is the DM portion. Now, guys, obviously I put out content mostly centered around herniated discs or lower back injuries. But, you know, in terms of my own interests, right? Bodybuilder, competitive. I prep clients. I do diets for both the general public. I do plans for people that are trying to cascade up athletic potential. I try to be as well-rounded as I can in terms of the interests that I have personally lived. So my background, Division I athlete. That's why I try to work with athletes, both, you know, could be all levels. In terms of like diets and compositional changes, I think bodybuilding is like the ultimate expression of seeing a physique and then basically reverse engineering how long will it take for that individual to get as close as humanly possible to that physique. And then as it applies to the back stuff, you know, I've been dealing with back related issues for nearly 10 years. So I'm very well versed on how to get pain free. I'm very well versed on how to work around the issue in general to still get the physique goals or athletic goals or not let it inhibit whatever you're trying to do. Maybe your goal is just to get pain free. Totally fine. Everybody has a different degree of what they want to do. Now, in terms of the DMs, right? What I offer for clients is a free consultation for them to explain to me what is the issue, okay? How long timeline are we working with? And then what is the strategy that I would outline within that blueprint that would get you to where you need to go? Now, you got to think from a DM standpoint, people want to sometimes scratch the surface level on a very complicated issue. And we're going to center it around the back thing. So there's nothing wrong with people reaching out to me. If I can feel like I can offer a little bit of, you know, insight, that's fantastic. But I just want to make it extremely clear for, you know, potential clients or people who are just genuine curiosity. It's like, it's very hard for somebody to give you an actual plan of action, or it's even irresponsible for that person to make recommendations without understanding the entirety and severity of the injury or how long you've suffered. That can't be done in a simple 5-minute exchange on social media. So I highly encourage people who are looking to get pain-free, or they're looking to build their physique, they're looking to understand how diet and nutrition is all-inclusive to get to both of those goals, to think about doing a consultation, right? And if the consultation and the money attached to how much this would cost per, obviously, period of time working with me would be, then that would be usually the best course of action. That's my recommendation. Now, if I'm shifting gears here, I had a great leg day today, so I wanted to share how progression in terms of strength correlates to getting out of pain. So as you guys know, I've had leg days in the past that have upset the back, typically not due to anything from let's say, you know, malpractice on my part or doing something improperly. It's more so the tissue tolerance associated to those movements and then having the back respond effectively to get stronger, but unfortunately it's reflected as pain. So everything is going to come in stages, okay? In your own recovery, in your own goals, everything takes time. There's no fast track, unfortunately. I will say that technically the fast track is, if you want to look at it from that perspective, is how strong can you get in the shortest amount of time possible when you're, I guess, kissing the pain, but not going past the pain and then causing a flare. So back to the leg day, we did adductors, prone hamstring curls, leg extensions. We did hack squats, which I was genuinely nervous about before we were doing it. And we did weighted lunges and then body weight lunges. So doesn't seem like a huge, great deal of exercise. I think it's maybe 6 or 7 in totality. But when you take those sets to failure, it can change quickly in terms of how much energy is exerted. And that's like my favorite training style is all out, give it your full intensity, give it your best bet, go to essentially muscle failure, and then let your body change as a result, long as it's backed through nutrition and obviously proper and equal amounts of sleep, rest effectively. Now, I had missed that for a very long time. Obviously, I've been dealing with this issue since April. It's now November. There's been a very long time to get to that level of intensity required to build muscle at my level. 245 pounds, trying to push the weight back up to 250, at most 255, like a lean 250, not a, soft 250. And to be able to do that is a really good feeling. Not only that, not having the severe side effects of the tissue tolerance or the sciatica or the impending doom of the lower back over your head is it's a really good feeling. So I just, again, want to share that this is all encompassing because through programming, right, that I've designed for myself, that I've designed for my clients as an individual case-by-case scenario, strength is king. If you can progress at the level necessary, your flexibility and mobility will improve through strength, not necessarily just directed to just flexibility and mobility. That's level 1. Everything goes in chapters in terms of your growth. It's very hard to see a very complete, very strong deadlifter that's very mobile be in consistent back pain. It just doesn't happen, or else they wouldn't be able to lift the loads that they do on average. So, or squatting in general. So let's circle back to the hack squat. This is a movement that's very dictated by foot placement, core bracing, obviously weight selection, and then targeted muscles in question. And I think the most I had done pre-injury back in March was 7-8 plates per side, which I don't know what that weight is. It'd be 7 or 8 times 45 plus the weight of the rack. It's pretty good. And then today I was able to do 3 plates in a 25, which is, a far cry away from 7 to 8 plates. But my point is the tissue is primed to be able to get to those loads again. The back is primed to be able to support those loads, but it would be outlandish and crazy to jump to those loads so aggressively. So what I'm excited about is those loads at 10 to 12 to 15 reps really punish my quads because they haven't been at that level for some time. So I'm getting the best of both worlds. I'm getting a ton of blood flow to my muscles in my quads, which is then growing my quads, and then my back, from the structural integrity of being able to brace and effectively tolerate that load, is working on those, muscles that all correlate to compressive force in the back. So all really great, huge victory today. I like to wait 24 hours to kind of see how the body responds afterwards, but you should be able to tell within 3 or 4 hours how things are going to shape up for you for the rest of the day. And I'm in a pretty good position. Obviously, I'm sitting down, I'm not moving, I'm not shifting left or right. I just feel like everything is nice and loose and feeling good. So that is the video for today. If you are serious about taking your recovery to the next level, I highly encourage a consultation. If you're, obviously the new year is right around the corner. If you feel like, holiday eating is getting a little out of control, or you've been a little bit lackadaisical in your programming, there's a difference between going to the gym and there's a difference between executing while at the gym, distraction-free, and doing it in a position where someone's pushing you and getting you to force yourself into the next level. I've worked with coaches for the last 5 or 6 years. I'm very comfortable in giving advice on that situation and getting people to get their best out of the output. So if you're at that stage in life and you're looking for that, Dragon could be a very good bet for you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, as always, let's get in a conversation in the YouTube comment section. I have an Instagram channel called The Kreitzer, and I believe my TikTok, is also The Kreitzer. That is all. Dragon. Ouse!